Hello, how are we? Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So, we played Notts Forest today, so this is the post-match reaction video for you. Well, what can I say? We weren't at our best, but guess what? The mentality monsters came out in the end. Darwin Núñez winner, 98 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. And, well, what can you say? Absolutely superb. I was watching the game. Did I think we were going to score? We were struggling. We struggled in the first half to get any pattern into our play. Forest looked dangerous on the counter, and you'd expect them to be like that at home. But yeah, we weren't at the races in the first half. Second half, we started slowly again. Forest had the upper hand, and then on came the substitutions on the hour mark with Endo and Darwin, which was I wouldn't say it was the sort of like turning point of the game, because it was still a bit nitty gritty in that second half. We started to create chances, but we're just making the wrong decisions up front with taking the shots on early or not passing to a better player that was in a better position. That went on throughout the 90 minutes. We started to get lots of corners. The quality of the corners wasn't good for some reason. And it looks like we were going to get away with a 0-0 draw, because Forest did have a couple of more chances in the second half, which they really should have buried. But yeah, we did well. And it's one of those games where I think it's 23, 24 games of Jurgen Klopp era that we have scored the winning goal in the 90th minute. I mean, that's just an incredible stat that I saw somebody tweet out today. So, look, from Arsenal's defeat, that was way back in, what was it, 4th of Feb, something like that, the 3-1. We've won 6 games on the bounce, in all competitions. I think we've scored 17 goals, conceded 4 with a patched up team. That is just fantastic. Really, really is. I mean, 4 games in 11 days or 5 games in 15 days. I mean, who plays on that level? The lads haven't been doing any training in between. They've just been doing sort of like stretching and warm-up work, not really, and just doing little drills. But that's about it, not proper training sessions. I mean, we're not called the mentality monsters for nothing, are we? As I was watching the game, lots of people getting angry on Twitter, and I'm thinking, the game's got a way to go. And look, it was after the 8 minutes extra. It was after that, but the extra time was added because 2 Forest players were time wasting, and they got booked for it for time wasting. So that had to be added on to the end of the game. So they've only got themselves to blame. The Forest fans, your chanting was absolutely disgraceful. You're fighting for your lives, and you're singing songs about Liverpool. It's just bang out of order. Just get your own house in order. You're going to get a points deduction at the end of the season, or before then. You might be relegated. So, fight your own battles. Don't be making up stupid songs about teams that come to your ground. I mean, it's a loud ground when you are singing, but you were absolutely disgrace to your club. So it was nice to see the first teamers back. I know on my last video I never mentioned Slobber Slice, so it was just a brain freeze that he was going to come back into this game. And yeah, he got given, was it 16 minutes or something like that. Excuse me, 16 minutes or something. He did all right. He's going to find his feet. He needs minutes. But yeah, let's talk about some players on the pitch. Queeve Kelleher, brilliant save first half, made a save in the second half. It was smothering chances. He really has come good for us at the right time. Really has. I mean, he's always been good for us, but each game he's just taking it in his stride. He's passing with the ball with his feet, superb. And dare I say it, I think it's better than Alisson's. His distribution with his feet. But yeah, Virgil van Dijk was my man of the match today. I thought that was a real captain's performance defensively from him. Ibu did all right. Robbo was okay. Connor did okay. Joey Gomez, he's not really a midfielder. We asked him to do a job, but he stayed on the pitch, didn't he? Moved him to left back, and then Connor came on and then moved him to right back. The only position he's not played is up front or in goal. So don't be surprised if he ends up in one of those two positions before the season's out. I'm only joking, by the way, Joey. Yeah, so it's unbelievable. The mentality of this team, the celebration when now. I'm all for Darwin celebrating. I mean, he'd be good at the Grand National, wouldn't he? After his exploits at the Carabao Cup final when he jumped over the barriers from a sitting position. But yeah, don't be kicking the hoardings like that, lad. I tell you what, you don't want to get injured just picking up a stupid injury. Right? But his goal was brilliant. The neck muscles to get up there and flick it into probably the only part where the keeper can't get it. And yeah, the celebrations were great by the fans and the players, and I thought the fans kept the lads going in the second half. They really did. Talk about young Bobby Clark. He did okay. He didn't pull up any trees, but he just did okay. McAllister, Macca, what can you say about him? The composure through that 98 minutes that he played, seeing as he was ill during the week as well. And then his mate Endo came on. Obviously, Endo won the ball from the corner after the ricochet from, was it Simicas's shot, and he passed it on to Macca. And then Macca's vision, he looked up before he put the ball in. He didn't just put the ball in, he actually looked up. And Darwin's movement was superb, as I say, but that's right. Yeah, Diaz, he was okay. He could have scored today. His composure in front of goal, it was all rushed from him. Gakpo, first half, he was dropping too deep, asking for the ball or getting involved. And then when we did win the ball, there was Harvey Elliott was out wide and Diaz was out wide at the other end. And yeah, so Gakpo, he should have squared the ball in the second half when he was clear through. Instead of Darwin obviously passed it out to him. He was looking for the return pass so he could run onto it and probably slot it. But he decided to take a wild shot, and Darwin wasn't too happy about that, I can tell you. So, but Dom came on, like I say, he's... so we've got the first teamers coming back on, Endo was brilliant again when he came on. He just steadied the whole ship. That's what we want in midfield. So yeah, all in all, it's been really good. And just a final word on the Forest fans, you're only a shit Andy Carroll. Well, guess what? He's a good Andy Carroll to have, because he soon shut you lot up in the 98th minute. Okay, so isn't that you need to defend better. You need to defend for the full length of the game. So we have a nice 5-day break before we play Sparta Prague in the Europa League competition, which is going to be nice. The lads will have a good rest. They'll get some good training sessions in as well, formation set up, and hopefully we can get Mo back as well. We need to have some kind of rhythm going against the City team next weekend, because as I say, we've been patched up. We need the big guns, being really at it and on it in training this week. The game at Sparta Prague, people are saying, let's just play the kids at Sparta. No. What's the point of playing the kids in Sparta Prague, and then the big guns play against City? When they've not had games in the legs, they need minutes. So I expect Jurgen to start with a stronger team and then take them off and put the kids on. Hopefully the game will be put to bed by the time the kids come on Thursday. Right, okay, so if you like what I'm doing on at Up the Red TV, please give me a like, okay, on this post-match. Watch me other videos as well that are on the channel. Subscribe, and please share this. Okay, Liverpool, we're top of the league. Liverpool, top of the league. Up the Reds. I'll speak to you before Thursday's game against Sparta Prague. Have a boss weekend.